The CEO of Toyota issued a harsh warning that shocked all of manufacturers, just when everyone believed that electric vehicles were the way of the future. The industry has been cautioned by Akio Toyoda about something that no one anticipated. Sales of EVs are declining. Almost every electric vehicle manufacturer, including Tesla, Ford, and GM, is struggling with poor demand and unsold inventory. Surprisingly, Akio Toyoda was aware of this the whole time, but no one took him seriously. His goal is to create mass-market, reasonably priced combustion automobiles, and he detests the concept of switching to electric vehicles entirely. If Akio Toyoda is opposed to the outlawing of gas-powered vehicles, then why is the company producing electric vehicles? Above all, why are you being pressured by political elites to purchase electric vehicles? What information concerning electricity does the world not want you to know? And are EVs a fraud, please? Once heralded as the mobility of the future, the electric car boom is presently confronting a serious dilemma. Manufacturers discontinuing manufacturing, buyers refusing to purchase electric vehicles, and EVs being marketed at exorbitant prices. This has turned into a massive trap for the middle class, yet one individual is publicly opposed to electric vehicles. This harsh warning was recently issued by Akio Toyoda, the former CAO of Toyota, who's sacked for continuing to support internal combustion engines. He said that awareness of EVs is finally spreading. Achieving carbon neutrality may be done in a variety of ways, however, depending only on EVs is not recommended. Not everyone can afford an EV. Recently, the electric car industry has encountered many challenges. Among the most significant problems is the costly and complex battery supply chain, which has proven to be a difficult task for manufacturers. The high cost of batteries and the dearth of widely available charging infrastructure are deterring customers from adopting EVs to the fullest extent. This is attributed to the current pricing battle. All manufacturers are cutting prices crazily and producing thousands of EVs that aren't even selling in an attempt to attract more buyers. Wait till I tell you about a business that loses $36,000 on each electric vehicle that is sold. The man who guided Toyota to become a world leader for many years, Akio Toyoda, is cautioning against giving up on internal combustion engines. The recent decision by General Motors and Honda to terminate their joint venture is a stark illustration of the shifting tides. Honda recently abandoned a $5 billion initiative to produce electric vehicles and is already reducing output. The goal of this partnership was to bring more electric cars to the market at a lower cost. By 2027, the goal was to have them priced around $30,000. Additionally, GM said that the manufacturing of its future line of electric vehicles, which includes GMC Sierra Denali EV, Chevy Silverado EV, and Chevy Equinox EV, would be delayed. General consensus was openly articulated by CIO Mary Barra, who acknowledged that there are uncertainties in the EV transition and that it would unavoidably have highs and lows. Ford, a significant participant in the automotive sector, is likewise adjusting its approach. The firms declared that it would no longer be producing the F-150 Lightning vehicle. The words of Akio Toyoda provide a distinct viewpoint. Despite his recent resignation as CEO of Toyota, his thoughts are still quite useful. Toyota has always stressed taking a practical approach to being carbon neutral. There are many approaches to reach this peak for him. Toyota has also been developing a covert fuel that may completely eliminate EVs thanks to him. But in a few minutes, more on that. Even the industry leader in electric vehicles, Tesla, saw a sharp decline in third-quarter profits. These depressing numbers have clouded the brand's formerly impeccable image and made investors question if electric vehicles are economically feasible. It wasn't a singular instance. Lucid has drastically reduced its output by 30%, and GM is predicted to lose around $1 billion in electric vehicles this year. Take this. Ford, a company best known for its pickup trucks, is losing money on each electric vehicle it sells. They lost $2 billion on EVs last year, and this year they will lose $5 billion. Despite a bright beginning, the electric vehicle business is today facing several obstacles. Not only for EVs, high interest rates are dampening customer excitement. Tesla's stock plummeted, wiping off a whopping $138 billion in market value in 2 trading days, adding gasoline to the flames. General Motors' Mary Barra is returning to combustion engines because she is so doubtful. It's time for businesses to put an end to their avarice and offer customers what they want. Data shows that only in the first half of the year, the growth rate of US EV sales fell by an astounding 20%. There are over 54,000 EVs sitting in dealers' unsold inventories, making them overwhelmed. These realities have forced even industry titans like Tesla to reevaluate their pricing strategies, as shown by the most recent reductions in the costs of the Model S and Model 3. Automobiles priced between $30,000 and $40,000 aren't making as much money as manufacturers had hoped. This raises a more significant question. Was the industry's optimistic stance toward EVs premature? You may be surprised to hear that Akio Toyoda's main reason for quitting the firm was his dislike of electric vehicles. Best-selling carmaker in the world has come under fire for falling behind the electric transition. Senior director at Fitch Ratings, Satoru May, highlighted a warning sign in October when he noted that Toyota is not appropriately answering requests from the market to lead in electric car development. Given his love of internal combustion engines, Akio Toyoda said, "I am an old-fashioned person when it comes to digitalization, electric vehicles, and linked automobiles because of my tremendous affection for autos. My restriction is that I'm a car guy and cannot be anything else." The sudden changes in Toyota's leadership surprised many industry insiders, highlighting the significance of this choice. Competitors like his General Motors, who promised to switch to an all-electric lineup by 2035, stand in striking contrast to this. Toyota has not provided a timeline and does not intend to switch to all-electric vehicles anytime soon. Then, to everyone's amazement, Koji Sato, the new CAO, arrived. Sato has been Toyota's chief branding officer since January 2021. He even issued a warning about EVs, stating in the past, automakers were primarily focused on their engines. You're switching to a new kind of car. It's dangerous to build a brand on this new design and driving style. Toyota has long expressed doubts about a complete switch to electric cars. He said rather well in the most recent Japan Mobility exhibition, there are several routes to climb the mountain that is becoming carbon neutral. The only solution is not to outlaw ICE. Even while EVs play a role in the situation, Toyota's remark captures the company's larger perspective. The recent decline in EV demand also draws attention to several real-world issues that electric cars must overcome. For starters, they are more costly. When you add in worries about range, the infrastructure for charging, and possible economic downturns, it's easy to see why some buyers would reconsider switching entirely to electric vehicles. Having said that, Toyota is investing in EV because they see the need to continue offering their customers alternatives. Toyota has shown its commitment to the expanding electric car industry with the recent announcement of an $8 billion investment into its North Carolina battery production facility. The Japanese automaker will have invested a total of around $13.09 billion in this site with this hike. This is especially noteworthy in light of Toyota's previous approach, which greatly favored hybrid vehicles. Toyota has changed course strategically. By 2025, the business not only wants to electrify its whole range, but it also wants to use cutting-edge technology, including sophisticated batteries and Tesla-inspired die-casting techniques. The North Carolina plant, which is scheduled to open for business in 2025, will be essential to this project since it will house 6 battery manufacturing lines. The state of North Carolina is becoming into a major center for the production of batteries and electric vehicles, obtaining funding from several significant industry participants. Additionally, they have been developing ammonia, a groundbreaking new fuel. The business has recently made groundbreaking efforts in ammonia-based engine development in partnership with GAC Motor, a Chinese car maker. With its ammonia-powered construction, this engine generates electricity without releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and boasts an impressive 800 miles of driving range. The business is still promoting hydrogen as a competitive substitute for conventional fossil fuels. The Mirai is a fuel cell electric car that runs by reacting oxygen and air hydrogen to produce energy. It's clear that even while Toyota is aggressively pushing the electric vehicle story, the company's new CEO isn't totally convinced that EVs are the only option going forward. Take note of the markets slowing down and the purchasers' eventual awakening. The future is still not certain. Do you believe Toyota should completely give up on combustion engines? Or do you join them in their race to discover a different way out of the current energy crisis? Tell me in the comments section below. I have published a video with significant information that might harm the EV market as a whole. If you want to be genuinely surprised by what's going to happen with EVs, definitely check it out.